And we're back consistently 2 weeks in a row. And I am Nicole.
Hello.
And who are you?
I'm me. That's who
You're
I
me.
am.
You're me.
I'm the man of the house, the king of the castle.
You say that every week. We just had dinner. And I was setting the table, and Alex was mashing the potatoes. And I said to Liam, "Oh, are you gonna sit there?" Because he was already sitting at the table. And he's like, "I always sit here. We all have designated places at the table, so it's Liam on one side with Alex, Caitlin and Xander on the other side, and I sit at the head of the table." And Alex was like, "I should be at the head of the table. I am the man of the house." He hasn't been at the head of the table for like the whole 15 years we've been together. And to be fair, the only reason why I'm at the head of the table is because you make me get up every 2 seconds to go grab you something.
No, you never got up for me in your life.
So,
You wouldn't
but then we
grab
started.
me a fire extinguisher if I was on fire.
No, because if you were on fire, I'm petrified of fire. It'd be every man for themselves, and I'd be running out of the house to save myself. Absolutely. But then it got into the conversation of kings and queens. That the king sat at one end, the queen at the other. Let's be honest. The king never sat at the end of the table for that long because the king never survived more than 10 or 15 years as king before the queen took over and was reigned for like 70 years. Look at Queen Victoria. Look at Queen Elizabeth. Queens last, kings do not.
Because queens, they bugger all.
Because the queens are smart.
Uh-huh.
Where are you going?
Not going anywhere.
Well, you're walking around like a crazy person. I can see you.
Spit something in the garbage.
You're making me dizzy. Why don't you just sit down and have a conversation with me for an hour? I'm sitting down. We have a lot to talk about because
We do? Oh, good. Because usually we have fuck all to talk about on this podcast.
You gotta watch your language. I'm trying to keep it R-rated, or not R-rated.
Is there preschoolers listening?
You never know. What were we talking about at dinner though? And you're like, "Oh, we gotta save this for the podcast."
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago.
But it was good, and you're right. I think it was about meat, the pork roast, or.
Oh,
Forget
that
already?
like a couple of dementia patients.
You already forget what you were going to talk about?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I feel like it was going to be such a great conversation.
Yeah, it was interesting, but I can't think now what it was. You were talking about.
I was talking with Xander.
People in tents for the trees falling on them.
No, but that's a different conversation that we should talk about too. So yeah, there was a tornado in North Bay and Algonquin Park, and that got hit pretty hard yesterday. And in Algonquin Park, 10 campsites were ahead, and trees falling. And there was this one where the tree like fell literally beside the tent, like quite scary.
Yeah, I would say. No, I can't remember what that was. That's completely left my brain.
Yeah, it was about the food, I thought.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I can't believe we were going to have a great conversation at dinner. I shut it down because you're like, let's wait for the podcast on this. And now we're sitting here trying to remember.
Ask Xander. I bet he knows.
Xander, what were we going to talk about on the podcast? That Dad said, just wait to the podcast. Oh, he's good. He remembered.
I told you. He's like Rain Man. He remembers everything.
He remembered. It was about phones.
Phones?
Yeah, it was something about the 80s. Oh no, it wasn't phones, Xander, but you made me remember what it was. It was about the dinner, the salad with the eggs and the cold cut dinner.
That's right. Yeah, that's not that interesting. Think about it.
So this is what we were talking. Well, now we have to tell everybody what we were going to save for the podcast. So we were eating dinner, and it's super hot out today. It's 45 degrees, and the house was hot because we used the stove to cook dinner, and it was nasty hot.
It's gross.
And then it was gross. And Alex said, did you ever, when you were younger, have like for supper, you would have like salad with like boiled eggs or cold cut meats and like rolled meat, deli meat? I did. We used to have that a lot in the summertime. And he said it must have been an 80s thing because nobody really does that now. And I thought, and of course I have no scientific evidence of this, I
I
thought it
think
was
you're right, though. No, I think you're right.
I said to him that it was probably more popular back in the 80s because nobody had central air. They only had like maybe one air conditioning unit, if that, in their house. So they didn't want to use their stove. So they didn't use stoves in the summertime to keep the house cooled down a little bit, right? So
Yeah,
that's probably
you
why
might
we
be
had a
right.
lot of. But it would have been a great dinner for tonight because even
I
with
think
our
it was.
stove and our AC.
I think it was very 80s too, though.
Yeah, but I
Station
think
wagons and salads.
but it's not a bad idea because like today we had our stove on with central air, and it was still really hot in our house.
Yeah, it's gross outside.
Yeah. So listeners, if you had the salad with cold cuts and boiled eggs for supper as a kid or an adult, let me know.
We
Leave
used
that
to
in
have
comment.
cold cuts and chips, French fries. That was a big staple for us too.
We
Usually
never really,
when Mom was working,
no, we never
you
had
get some
that.
cold cuts and some chips, and that was it.
No, we never did that. We did the cold cuts and the we had a oh
It was
and I
good though.
remember and when we had craft dinner. I hate craft dinner.
Oh, you know what we used to have that was the worst? I don't know if you guys had it here. We used to have this thing called spam, and
Oh, well, so that's
you opened the tin with a key.
you just totally cut off my story. I was going to talk about the spam. So
Oh,
when we
I
had
don't know. I'm no psychic. I didn't care what you're gonna say.
I said when we had craft dinner, my dad can never have craft dinner without spam. And I hate
Oh
craft
shit.
dinner to begin with. I hate craft dinner and
Oh.
spam. Like who thought this is a good little delicacy? Let's put a bunch of gross dog food looking meat in a can and call it dinner.
That's exactly what it is. It looks like dogs.
It's disgusting.
Remember it used to have that jelly around it?
And my dad's like, "Ooh, look at this. We'll add this to your craft dinner to make it like a delicacy." It was
Oh my
disgusting.
god. It's so bad.
Oh,
Spam.
so gross. So gross. Um, yeah, spam and craft dinner, which our kids love craft dinner. Like when you go away in the truck, that's what they want for dinner, craft dinner, because they love it, and I can't stand craft dinner.
I used to love it. I
But I
sickened
don't
myself.
make it with spam.
When I first came to Canada, I used to eat it all the time and I sickened myself with it.
I don't make it with spam. I don't know why people. I don't even know how spam is still on the freaking shelves. To be honest, like who's buying spam other than the
Poor people.
90-year-old ladies?
Poverty food. That's what it is.
I know, but come on, even craft dinner's cheap, or soup or something is cheaper than spam. But
Yeah, I don't know. Did they even
uh,
still sell it? I didn't know if they even still.
yes, I've seen it. No, they sell it still because
I
every
can't
time I see it,
imagine
the
it.
trauma returns.
I can't imagine that stuff's legal.
It still sells though. It's like who's buying that?
It's probably like
How?
crushed up pig eyeballs and stuff, right?
Oh, gross. Anyways, I just put hot dogs now with craft dinner, but ugh.
No, that's so much better.
Well, it's not because now we're on this diet, so I can't eat any of that stuff. But um, so tell everybody where we're going now in December as of an hour ago.
Where are we going?
You tell me, because like I'm tortured just thinking about it.
You're dragging me to see Brad Paisley.
I'm dragging you. Okay, let our listeners know that I can't stand country
Oh,
music.
you love it.
I cannot stand it. With like to the point where like I had a kidney stone last year and it was the worst pain of my life. Like worse than childbirth. Like kidney stones was the only thing that knocked me to my knees, falling my eyes out. And I would rather suffer a kidney stone, 2 kidney stones, than to go to a country concert.
Oh, well.
But the Scottish guy is like a diehard Scottish. Alex, sing us a song.
No, I'm not singing a song. I'll
'Cause
sing you a song when we go to the concert. I'll sing to you all night.
no, please don't.
I will.
Oh.
With the twang and everything.
So this is the funny thing is he's got this Scottish accent, and then he always tries to sing American with this twang. And I'm like, why are you adding the twang? You already have an accent. And he's like, my dog died last night. My dog
No,
go
hardly.
home.
Nobody
No,
says that.
like let's try doing that with a Scottish accent. The tune goes down tune with my dog in his coo. In
You're
the
so wrong.
coo, walk down the street of the tune. Oh,
Well,
it's just so
I don't
bad.
sing anymore because you just mock me. You
It's so
kill all
bad.
my artistic flair.
Like he loves his country music. So now I'm going to see Brad Paisley, and I'm sure there's a lot. And anyways, I posted it on social media, and people are going die hard. Like he's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'll be Mrs. Calendar for the evening. He's actually good live. He's amazing, not bad. Oh my God, people, people.
He's like
Alex,
one of
you
the
just
nicest. He's like the
can,
nicest guy in country.
can you not find a friend though to go with, like a best friend?
You're my best friend.
Great. But you know what? I'd be more than happy to let somebody else be your best friend for one night.
No, it wouldn't be the same without you.
Trust me, it'll be better without me. Because I'm going to sit there crying throughout the whole
No,
concert.
you're going to be converted. I bet you any money.
No, I'm going to put earplugs in and play
Who
music
else
with
did I take you
iPods.
to see? I took you to see Sugarland. Do you like Sugarland?
Yeah, Sugarland, though, wasn't really country. They're like poppy country.
They're pretty country.
Yeah, I forgot we saw Sugarland. That was a long time ago. Sugarland even still playing?
We used to see a lot of bands.
Yeah, is Sugarland still playing? Well, we're seeing a lot of bands this year. I feel like we're
I don't
making
know.
up for the last 10 years of not seeing bands.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen quite a bit this year. For old folk. To
Yeah,
be
like,
fair, the bands are all pretty old too, though, to be fair.
well, yeah, I learned that when I went to like What the Fest in Brantford, and I was so excited to see Sloan and
Sounds cool.
Goo Goo Dolls. They were all playing, and then I saw them like face to face. I was like, oh my God, it's like my grandpa's up on stage now singing. They still sounded great, but
The
I would
first band I
rather.
ever saw in Canada was Sloan.
I just wish I had like I wish I had not looked at them. I wish I had just listened from afar.
Oh, yeah. Well, did it sound good, though?
Yeah, yeah, they does sound good actually. So,
I saw them. They were supported by Sam Roberts. Remember Sam Roberts?
oh yeah, yeah,
Back in the day.
yeah, yeah. No, Sam Roberts. Is Sam Roberts not still playing? Sure,
I
he is.
don't know.
Probably small club somewhere.
Nobody listens to the radio anymore, so you don't know who's relevant and who's not, right? Or maybe we're
Hmm.
just old. Maybe it's just because we've aged out. Could be that reason too.
Yeah, maybe, maybe.
I watched a thing the other day. Remember um, We Are the World? Remember that song? We Are the World. Remember
No, can you sing a little bit more of it so I can try to remember?
that? Nice try. Anyway, do you remember that? Yes or no?
Yeah, obviously I freaking remember. Like I'm not a fucking idiot.
So can you remember who was in it? Like the singers?
Um, Pretty much
Oh,
everybody.
no, you don't have to name them off, but like if you watch the video, you'll be able to tell who everybody was, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, this teacher was putting this. She was playing. This is on TikTok or something. She was playing "We Are the World" to her class, and she was literally pausing it on each singer and going, "Who's this?" And nobody, none of the kids knew any of them. And she's like, "This is some."
Oh, I saw that. I saw that
This.
video with that
Oh,
teacher.
did you?
Yeah,
Oh my god, it made me feel so old. It's
yeah.
like they
Nobody
don't know
knew.
anybody.
Well, I'm surprised they wouldn't like. They didn't know. I think they knew Lionel Richie because he's on American Idol.
They said Kenny Rogers is a Colonel Sanders. Oh my god, it was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, they knew Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson.
Well, yeah,
Even I struggle to remember some of them.
no,
No, okay, I don't. But there's some like British singers there. That was an American video. Like there's some British singers in there that people wouldn't recognize.
no, there was not. What British singers?
Okay, none.
Was,
But I was trying to
no, there
think if
was
there was.
none. What are you talking about? It was like
Okay,
Billy
well,
Joel and Bruce
I know.
Springsteen.
I was
British
trying to
singers. No,
think.
they had Band Aid. The British singers were in Band Aid.
Oh, Band-Aid. Okay, see, even I didn't know.
So you didn't even care what I'm talking about.
Well, I do because I saw the video and I know Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie, and I know I
Cyndi
thought
Lauper and
yeah, but I thought George Michael was in it, but I guess not.
no,
But I
wrong
knew Cyndi
video.
Lauper and I knew Michael Jackson, and Tina Turner.
Diana Ross, Tina Turner,
Yeah, like I remember them. I just thought there
Dionne
was some.
Warwick. There's
I thought
tons
there
of
was
them.
some British singers in
No,
there.
there's no British.
Okay, I get that now. You've clarified that for me.
You know nothing. But you are going to know Brad Paisley songs by Christmas.
Oh no, I'm not listening to them. I'm just gonna go with like dumb. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna literally go with my AirPods in my ears, and I have long
No,
hair,
you're
so
not
nobody
wearing
will know.
AirPods.
And I'm
Get out of your
fully
mind.
listening to like Blink 182 and Green Day while I'm
No,
sitting
you're
there.
no. How rude. How rude. You went to see Taylor Swift. She's kind of country. Or she used to be.
No, she wasn't country when I saw Taylor Swift. She was like that was her first pop. It was 1989 album.
Oh, all right. Well, who else did we go to see? The Wiggles. We went to see the Wiggles. They could be considered country, maybe.
Are you like you're stretching it now, man?
I don't know.
I'm sure I've seen country before. Like I did see Sugarland, and I'm trying to think of like who else. 'Cause I'm sure I've seen a country like concert before, but I just off the top of my head, like if I don't think I've seen too many. Because I usually went to like I would do like
Who did you
Lollapaloozas
go?
and
Who did you go to see at Darien Lake that time? Because that was a funny story.
and no, because I know the story. I don't want you to tell it.
Who was the band you went to see though? I know who you mistaked them for the backup act, but the
It was Brian
so
Adams,
Brian. So she was going to see Brian Adams, and
and but it
she
wasn't
goes,
Brian
oh,
Adams. But it wasn't Brian Adams that I mixed up.
I know you mixed up. If you would just
Oh.
shut up for a second, let me tell the story. So
Okay.
she's going to see Brian Adams at this concert take place in New York, and she goes, "Oh, it's really, really cool." I said, "Well, who's the support act?" She goes, "You'll never believe who it is." I said, "Who is it?" She says, "It's Billy Joel." I said, "Billy Joel? With Brian Adams? That's a weird support act." And this went on for a couple of weeks. I'm like, Billy Joel? Like, you would think Billy Joel would be the
Well,
lead act. It didn't make any
Billy
sense.
Joel. Okay, so technically it was the lead act. So this Billy, who I thought was Billy Joel, was the lead act of this concert. Brian Adams was
Well,
the supporting
needless to
act.
say, it wasn't a Billy Joel, it was Billy Idol,
Right,
which
but
it
Billy
makes so
Joel.
much more
No,
sense.
why would I would think Billy Joel would match Brian Adams more than
Are
Billy
you
Idol?
kidding me? Billy
Yeah.
Joel's like up there with like Bruce Springsteen. Are you your mind? Oh my lord! But anyway, this is the living in this world of confusion I have with Nicole.
Uh huh. Well,
Ditsy doesn't even cover it.
it was still a great concert. Actually, Brian Adams probably, which is surprising because obviously I'm not going to run out to go see Brian Adams. But we were at Darien Lake and this concert was on, so of course I'm like, well, we're here, we'll go see him. Well,
The Canadian
honestly,
Idol.
say, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Brian Adams songs, but it's like nothing like you don't run out to his concert anymore, right? But it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. He was so good. It was like, and you know what was good about it was that he
You're
didn't
go-
have like a set list. He said, "What do you guys
you're
want me
going
to
to
play
be
next?"
you'll be saying that in December.
I will not
Best
be
concert
saying
I
that.
ever seen.
I will not be saying that. So, like, Brian Adams was like, say to the audience, like, what do you want me to play now? And they would all yell a song and he'd just play it. Like, he never had a set list. He played exactly what the audience did. And the audience knew every song he played. Like, I think that's a great artist when everybody can sing your song,
Oh
every
yeah,
single one of them, and you can just play it, like, just like ad lib it. You know, it was pretty good. It was a great concert, actually. You know
that's
who else I
awesome.
like, though? I liked when we went and saw Paul Simon in that small venue.
Oh yeah, that was cool too. I
Yeah.
forgot about Paul Simon.
That
That
was
was
like
a
one
good
of our
concert.
first dates, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Back
we
in the
went and
day.
saw Paul Simon, and then who else have we seen together? That's about it. After that, I was like, no more concerts with you. You're gonna make me go to country. After
Who else did we
Sugarland.
see? We saw a bunch.
Oh no, we
Oh,
saw Boys Like
Headley
Girls
and
and the Headley, and then Avril Lavigne. We saw Avril Lavigne,
oh yeah,
and then we
yeah, we've been
saw.
to a bunch.
Yeah, we've been. And now this year we're like totally making up for the ones we haven't gone to in the last 10 years of having children again. Is
Yeah,
we're going to Oasis in August. That's Alex's ultimately favoriteest band in the whole world. And they got back
yeah.
together, so here we're going to go see Oasis, and then we're going to. I tried to get tickets for Oasis in Scotland, but could not. Ticketmaster kept crashing. But we're
No
going to
doubt.
Toronto. Well, it actually worked out because your father passing and his ashes not being returned to next year. It would have been expensive to go this year and next year.
Yeah, true.
So that worked out. We're going to Toronto to see them, and then we're going to see a band that I like called Pulp in September, and then now we're going to that country freaking thing. Okay.
Mr. Paisley.
Yeah. So what else going on?
He's got fun songs though. It's not like twangy country. Like his songs are fun. You'll have a good time.
You
I'm
say
sure you
that,
will.
but Alex, that's like saying, "Hey, you're gonna come and see."
I
I
go
don't
to
know.
I go to musical theatre with you, and I have a good time, even though it's not my the pointless singing's not my thing.
When was the last time you went to musical theater with me?
We went to see.
Oh, Come From Away, but that was freaking good. So of course you're gonna like it.
No, we went. Yeah, but we went and saw that lassie. That what you call her? The fruit stand lassie. Remember, she got picked up with that rich guy, and they ran off, and like he tried to turn her into a well-to-do kind of person, and she was low end.
Yeah, My Fair Lady.
Yeah, I went to see that. That was not my cup of tea, but
No, because
I,
theater's good. Like
I
you like
embraced it.
theater.
It was all right.
Yeah, because it was good.
Well, so is this?
No, it's not.
You
There's
didn't get to
no
have
freaking
multiple world
acting.
tours if you're no good.
There's no dude. There's just a lot of crazy people in the world that like country.
Lots of people do.
Which reminds
Anyways,
me, I need to look at the theater to see what Christmas shows are on this year. Liam really likes going to that.
yeah, I did. He loves it.
Why'd you turn your camera off? What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding nothing. I turn it off and I can't find it again to turn it back on.
Well, why'd you turn it off in the first place?
I don't know. I just bumped it, but I don't know where the thing is to turn it back on. So I didn't want to mess with stuff in case I disconnect.
Oh,
But it's got to be
uh,
in there, right? Oh, hang on. Maybe I can do it through the.
not a big deal. We did one of those escape games again tonight. I bought 5 of them. So we did that last week. We did that escape game that I was telling you about, the exit escape game. What was last week's about? It was about finding the
I
professor,
remember.
the professor's will
Oh
around
yeah,
the
that's
world.
right.
So,
Yeah,
and that was a
yeah,
hard one. It was a level 3. I think it goes up to a level 4. So we did a level
yeah.
3 thinking we were smart and we were dumb. We needed the
No, it's
help throughout the
terrible.
whole game.
It was all bad.
So then we
So,
decided to buy
so
a
this
couple
one,
more.
we got this one. This one was all set in an aeroplane, and you had to solve the puzzles to stop the aeroplane crashing. And I
Yeah, we did.
solved puzzle after puzzle, and every time I solved the puzzle, Nicole went, "Let
Are
me
you
see that."
kidding?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Are
Every
you
time she
kidding? Are
steals the
you
glory.
kidding? Oh my God, listeners, let me tell you, I solved the entire thing on my
Of course
own,
you did. Of
basically.
course you did.
I let him go first to see if he could do it first, and I was patient. And then I'm like, let me give it a try. And then I
No, you know
figured
what?
it out
You know
every
what happened?
single
Let's be
time.
honest here. Let's knock
Oh,
off
this should be good.
the
This should be
BS.
good.
You
This
tried
should
it.
be good.
Your face would go purple, and your little control feet would stamp up and down. And then I'd say, "Let me see it," and you go, "No, no, I
Oh,
got it. I got it." I'm like, "No, let me see it. No, I got it." And then eventually you would give up and you hand it over to
you
me, and
are
I'd get it.
so full of
And then
baloney.
as soon as I got it, you'd go, "Well, that's what I was going to do."
You know, I've
Every
okay,
time.
listeners. Okay, listeners. Who do we believe? Do we believe Alex or do we believe Nicole? Leave it
Well, I
in the
know.
comments.
Yeah, yeah. The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth, all right. And let me assure you, it wasn't Alex's truth. It was my truth because I was damn brilliant today.
Oh yeah.
So we are at a level 2, we've realized. But so, anyways,
Freaking Jessica Fletcher over there.
so Alex said to buy a couple, but then on Amazon they had if you buy 5, you get 5% off. So of course I went and bought the 5, and then so I bought like a level 2, a level 2.5, a 3, and a 4. So I went all the way up. So we did the 2 today, and it was pretty good. Actually, I think we're still at a 2 level because we still found it a little difficult today, but we did
Yeah,
it.
couple we struggled with, but
but two and a
We're getting a
half.
lot, much better though.
Yeah, two. But now we knew because so last week we didn't really know about like what we're doing, and like you have to use every piece. Like you can only play the game once. You have to cut cards up. You have to cut paper. You have to cut the box up that it came in. So it's like a lot of destruction, and we didn't want to destruct anything last week. Like we struggled with that. But now today I was like, oh, let's rip the box apart. Let's just take this apart, and we learned. So this week we did
Mm-hmm.
good. I did good, and then
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but now I got some for the trailer next week, so that'll be good. So we'll see how. Oh,
What?
no, nothing. I was just wondering, like, so yeah, so we're gonna do the hard ones, but we'll do it over a couple days, I think.
Oh yeah.
I know I got sidetracked with thinking about what I need to bring to the trailer because it'll be our longest trailer trip so far. We've only done a weekend, which really isn't a weekend because we go up Friday, we get there at dinner. We're really only there Saturday, and then Saturday we start packing up because we have to leave Sunday morning. But this one, we're actually going for. Oh well, technically we went on Thanksgiving weekend. That was our longest so far, but we're going for 5 days.
This will be the full-on divorce this time.
I know. So we might not have a podcast next week, everybody. It depends if we can get it to work in the trailer. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to do it in the trailer and see if we can get it to work. But if not, that's why, because we could not get it to work, and we'll post that we couldn't get it to work.
It should
Because
work.
well, it depends though, because we even with the pod, that we find that the Wi-Fi is really spotty at trailers.
Yeah, but no at this one because we're right close to town, right?
Yeah.
Should be all right. If it's no, it's no. They'll just need to wait a week.
Yeah. Oh, that's it too. But so, or we'll be divorced because we were in a
Oh, there
trailer
it
for
is.
5 days together. Oh, hello there.
I figured it out.
Oh,
What
hello.
else? What other news do you have?
I don't know. You told me to stop looking at my iPad. I was trying to look at the calendar to see what we've done.
We've done nothing. I was going to rant about something.
Oh
Something
fuck.
happened this week.
Oh, hit where well they had the I
I
helped
never
out.
swore. You swore.
I know I said I swore. I helped out at the school graduation. It kind of made me very sentimental because next year is our son's graduation from grade 8. The boys are getting bigger, and I'm not ready for my babies to grow up yet.
Sure you are.
No, I like my babies. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
But it was bittersweet because Xander's always been in a split grade. So he's always been in like in the 7-8 class or the 5-6 class or the 4-5. So the kids that graduated were actually kids that had been in his class pretty much all through school. So it was like seeing his class graduate. So it's like, but yeah, next year he'll be in grade 8. We have to do all the grade 8 stuff, like the fun year-end trip and his graduation, getting him a suit and
Dude.
picking his high school courses and touring the high school, going to the high school meeting.
Oh, boy.
Lots and lots of stuff.
Oh, my God. Tired.
Do you have my dog?
No. I don't see him.
I thought I heard him, but I don't see him either. Oh, I think I hear him
Yeah.
again. Where's your dog?
Eating the
We
rock.
we didn't go. Oh, stop with letting him eat the rock.
He's obsessed.
Oh, here he comes. Hi, baby. You knew I called you, right? Where were you? I know. I'm talking to our other listeners, and I'm going to be wishing they could see my baby boy. Always giving everybody kisses. Always giving everybody kisses.
You could put a picture of him on the the Facebook page or
It was
whatever it is.
Wiener Fest this weekend, but we didn't go because it was too hot, and my wiener has a lot of hair on it. He's a furry wiener. Oh, I see your wiener.
It's because you'll not groom him, poor
I
guy.
do. Doesn't need it. He's like
No, he does need it.
he's a long-haired dash hound.
Too far.
So,
Yeah, long hair, but no dragging on the floor long. You got to groom him,
oh, he's fine.
poor guy. You can barely see his legs.
Everybody wants to be me to go to the concert with you. Can we like do that? Can somebody go be me?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Again,
everybody's
I
the.
would have the pleasure of turning you into a country fan.
That's never happening. I'm telling you right now. Never happening. Never
Well,
happening.
you guys back.
Brad Paisley, if you are listening, it's up to you to turn me
I
into a country
guarantee he's
fan.
no listening.
He's not one of our 6 fans.
I guarantee that.
See? Oh, I did see Keith Urban because he's surprised at the Taylor Swift concert.
Well, that's not really. That doesn't count as seeing him.
Fine.
One song. I'm not a big
Okay.
fan of Keith Urban. It's a little lovey-dovey for my liking.
I like Lovey Dovey. It's like the hallmark of country. Are our boys
Could have
having
told me.
showers? It's shower night. They still have school this week.
I try and be lovey-dovey with you, and you just like run off.
Wow. Yeah. Dander. Dander.
Oh, it's too
Where's he?
far. Too far.
Can
Okay.
you tell Liam that it's shower time?
We're gonna do that right in the middle of the podcast.
Well, it's already 7:30.
Liam, go for a shower.
See, there you go. They have school for 4 more days, and then I'm trapped with them all summer.
Wow.
No, I like it when they're home. I like summer vacation. I've been waiting. I feel like this month is really dragged on. Although this year has gone by really fast. This
Too
school year.
far.
I felt bad for Caitlin this week.
Why?
Well, somebody had promised to take her to Wonderland on Tuesday,
Too
and
far.
the night before, like Monday night, they canceled, and she was so gutted. And then but then she was supposed to see like another friend on Saturday, and then that friend canceled the night before, so she had like 2 big disappointments this week. So I felt bad for her.
Summertime, people get busy.
Yeah, so that kind of made me sad this week. But what else is going on in your life?
My life? I don't know, Nicole. You tell me what goes on in my life, my exciting existence.
Well, you snored all afternoon, so probably nothing for today to talk about.
No afternoon, just an hour.
No, it wasn't an hour. It was like 3 hours.
I told you what I was doing.
You were napping.
No,
You
what
were
did I
having
call it?
an appetizer.
An appetite. That's right.
You had a 3-hour appetizer,
I did. It's
and
because
you
it's so hot.
snored.
It's so goddamn hot. Wears
True.
me out.
I know.
I'm like an elephant in the Serengeti, just slow.
I don't think elephants are slow, Alex.
Well, what's slow? A rhinoceros?
A tortoise.
A tortoise?
Mm-hmm. It's not a what? Say that word again.
No.
Say that word again.
That's what I had. It's a tortoise.
It's not a tortoise. It's a tortoise.
It is a tortoise where I come from.
It's not a
In my land,
tortoise.
it's a tortoise.
It's not a tortoise. It's a tortoise.
It's a tortoise.
In the land
It
where
is.
you come from, you guys all need to learn to speak English.
The hare and the tortoise.
No, the hare and the tortoise.
Well, tomato,
Um,
tomato.
nope, the hare and the tortoise. What else? I don't know.
What?
Maybe this won't be an hour-long podcast today. Although I feel like I say that
Yeah, well,
every
you
podcast.
say that every time. It's because you got a drain brain. Your brain's just it fills up and empties too quick. You kind of retain like stuff in your brain. Oh, I went to see the Beach Boys.
Oh yeah, we saw the Beach Boys earlier this year.
That was fun.
There's only 2 of them alive, but we saw them. Yeah, it was a
It
great
was still
concert
fun.
actually.
Yeah, it was
I
a lot
like
of fun.
their replacement that they have, and one of them like loves Sun, so it's still half a Beach Boy, I guess. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was fun. I agree.
that was a lot
Uh,
of fun.
yeah, so that I agree. That was it. And it was at the Niagara Falls Casino, which is a really nice venue because
Super nice.
there's no bad seat in the house.
No,
Yeah, I
they're
really
pretty
liked it.
close.
Yeah, and so I really like the Niagara Falls venue. I wouldn't mind going to more concerts there. Um,
And
What's
other
your?
news?
Are you away this week?
No.
I didn't like it when you were
No.
away 2 nights in a row.
Why?
It's a bit long.
No. Could have fooled me.
Yeah, you were away 2 nights in a row last week. You probably aren't away that much this week, I guess.
No, I'm not away at all, I don't think. I'm
That's
definitely
a
not gone Monday, Tuesday. I got nothing going on.
well, that's a little bit nothing too. I mean, I don't mind one night away, but
We're getting quiet with these tariffs. I think it's slowing down.
oh yeah, I never thought of the tariff.
Yeah. Algoma's pretty much stopped.
Eek,
Not good. Yeah,
that's
not good. The
that's
Fasco
not
laid
good.
off a whole bunch of guys. Bloody
That's
Trump.
that's not good. Yeah, and Trump like bombed Iran yesterday, so that's
Yeah.
not good. So it's not good
No.
anyways. It's not good news going out there for sure.
But the good news is you're going to see Brad Paisley. Take your mind off of this world politics.
Wow, that's
Or
depressing.
are you hoping for a nuke?
I'm hoping he doesn't get his immigration papers to be able to work across the border.
Wow. Don't say that. You never know, eh?
Yeah,
I
well,
remember a long time ago, there was this Scottish band that came out, and they were called The View, and they were really cool. Really good band. I really liked them.
yeah.
And they grew for nothing, and they got popular in the UK and Europe and stuff. And then they were coming to Canada, and I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. And the kid singer kid was coming over, and he got caught at the border with cocaine.
No.
They deported him and banned him. I was like, oh my god! I was like, so I had tickets
Oh,
and everything. I was so excited to see him, and he screwed it
no.
up. And it was like the Cool House or something in Toronto. It was like a little
Like a little
intimate gig.
venue,
Oh,
yeah.
it was going to be amazing. Yeah, he
And
screwed
now
it up.
they'll never be able to come to Canada.
No, never. Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
it did suck. It did suck. Their second album was kind of shit anyway. One album wonder. But that first album was good though.
Oh, who's it with here?
Very good. You'll
Um,
know I've heard of them though, because you're no.
I I'm not hip. I've never
No,
heard of them. Why does that
you look
make
like
me?
a who for Whoville. What are you doing?
I'm just playing with my hair and my bangs. Like, well, my bangs have like a streak of gray in them, so like they are like not as
Because you're old,
healthy.
love.
Well, no, just my okay, for a 50-year-old woman, the only gray I have is in my that one streak in my bangs and like the side here. That's it. Out of my whole head. I only
Huh.
color my hair twice a year. That's pretty good for a 50-year-old woman to only have to cut. And I'm blonde, so you'd think like,
Aye.
well, I don't
Oh,
really have dark roots because I am naturally blonde. But so
not
like,
great for your age.
okay, well, you're not supposed to compliment me when I'm mad at you for saying that I'm old.
What are you mad at me for?
Well, because you said I was old, so I was like ranting, and then you
Oh,
said,
it's
"Well,
not
I
an
look good for my
insult.
age." So
It's just a
then now you just
fact.
like shut up my rant because you said I look good in the middle of my rant for calling me old.
We are old. We are old. Do you remember the Wonder Years?
Why are you asking me that?
Do you remember that show, The Wonder
Yes,
Years?
because she's the same age as me.
No, never mind the Wonder Years. Do you remember Happy Days?
Well, not really. Happy Days was before my time.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Happy
was.
Days was like the 80s.
No, it was 70s.
Anyway, do you remember Happy Days? Do you remember the dad?
Yes,
He was in,
Murder She Wrote.
yeah. Well, he was younger than I am now in the Happy Days.
Was he?
Yeah. I saw that on Facebook this week. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
So
but is
yeah,
it true? Is it
we're all,
true
yeah,
though?
that's true. I looked it up. Yeah, it was.
You know,
It
Facebook
totally
isn't
was.
always truthful.
No, I looked it up. He was 42 when he started.
Wow.
So we're officially old.
Speak for yourself.
Our cool days are over. Way over.
I'm not cool. I wasn't cool even when I
How
was
about you?
young, though.
How about you tell the good people about your new
I get
obsession?
nervous. I get nervous when you start sentences like that. Tell the good people. What's he making me tell the good people now? What's my new obsession? I have so many.
Your new purchase you want to make.
Oh, but that's always been an obsession, and I'll never be able to afford that.
Oh,
But an old car. I want an old truck. I want a 1950s Ford truck.
I'll buy you one tomorrow. Told you that.
And then I want to sit with the old. So we went out last night for ice cream, and there was a car show, and it was like going around the city. So we were watching all the cars like pull in and out the old cars to the next day. Like it was like a parade. And I'd love to do that. I'd love on a Saturday night just to go to sit at an old car show with my old truck and just to hang out with the old car people. It would be fun. And it would get me out once a week on a Saturday night. Like something I'm okay. I'm out every night of the week, but it'd be nice to get out doing something fun and not something like planning Caitlin's future or other people's kids or whatever. So yeah, that is like something that I want to do. But you know what I thought about? Like if you're getting me a birthday gift, like not people because I don't want gifts for my girls gone wild party, but even if I know they probably will because some people don't listen. But
To buy you a truck?
no, not a truck. I wonder like if you and like my mom or whoever, I wonder if you guys can get like gift cards for the Canadian Warplane Museum, and I'm wondering if you can use gift cards to buy a flight on the
No, you don't want to go up
Lancaster.
in that thing. You're gonna die if you go
No,
up in
I'm
that
doing
thing.
it. That's my number one bucket list, and I got to do it now,
You're gonna die.
dude. I'm going. I have to go now while I can still climb up in the plane. If I wait 10 more years, I'll be too old to climb up. I want my number one bucket list is to fly in the Lancaster bomber.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, I offered it to you last year and you turned it down. So
no, I did go to look for it, but it was sold out by the time you said I could do it. It's
maybe.
a lot of money though. A lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
I still have a hard time justifying that much money on a 1 hour plane ride, to be honest. But I just know if I don't do it now, I'll never be able to do it because I'll never climb up in that plane.
Oh, I
Oh
got another
no.
funny story.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Why don't you tell people why I had to get
Why?
diverted from my work this week?
Oh, that is funny. Okay. Well, I gotta prelude that story with my part in the story. So, Caitlin and I. Oh, hello, my little boy. Why are you downstairs with Daddy? You traitor. Why is he down there?
I don't know. He just come down. Oh yeah.
So Caitlin and I wrote in the hot tub a few nights ago, and let me tell you, me out in the hot tub is not a pretty thing. Like I pile my hair on top of my head. I
Oh,
pile my
fine
hair on my
pickles.
head because I don't want my hair to get wet, right? Like I don't want to go to bed with wet hair, so I just pile it on my head. Most times I actually have a shower cap on to keep it even more dry. Thankfully, I did not have the shower cap on a few nights ago, but I did have my hair piled on top of my head. And like, I'm not the skinniest wearing a bathing suit, but whatever. Nobody sees me. I'm in my backyard in my hot tub. Well, then I hear the neighbor going, oh my God, Nicole, Nicole. And I'm like, what? She's like, there's a bird trapped in the window of our garden shed. How are you at catching birds? So I get out of the hot tub. I wrap myself in a towel with my hair piled on top of my head in a bathing suit. And I grabbed my gardening gloves because I'm not catching a bird with
Why
my
would you
hands.
just have called me?
Well, I don't know, but I was a superhero. So I
I was
grabbed my
sitting
garden.
inside. You could have just called me.
Well, I got it. So I went and grabbed my gardening things and I caught this bird. And he actually sat nicely in the gardening gloves. And then I put him on the ground. And then I was worried because I put him on the ground and I thought maybe his wings were broken, but no, he flew away. He was fine. So thankfully, he was fine. So the neighbor was all, will you stop holding my dog? Chewy. Oh, what a traitor. So anyways, I caught the bird and the bird's fine. The bird flew away. So then the next morning, I get another message. I get a text message from the neighbor. She's like, hey, bird whisperer, how are you at catching mice? Let me tell you, folks, you fine listeners, I can catch snakes, not a problem. I can catch birds. I can catch pretty much anything. But if it's a rodent, like a mouse or a rat, I am going to scream loud and I'm going to lose my mind. I cannot do mice and rats. So I said, I can't do the mice. And Alex was overnight. He wasn't even home. He was overnight with work.
I was
So,
in New York.
so they literally like put a salad bowl over this mouse because it was in their sink. Weird. Thankfully, it was in their sink though, because I don't know why it was in their sink. Usually, it's in your cupboards, whatever. But they caught the mouse in the sink. They put this bowl over it. Alex came home about an hour later, and he rescued the mouse, and he brought the mouse outside. So I've caught a bird. Alex caught the mouse, and both of them survived, and they're fine. But yeah, no, I don't do mice, but I
He
do
was the
birds.
cutest little mouse. I wanted to keep him.
No, no,
He was so little.
no.
I bet Mama's in that cupboard, maybe.
Ah, Oh, I don't know, but I just was like, yeah, no, thank you.
Poor little
So
guy.
yeah, so needless to say, I caught a bird this week. Alex caught the mouse, and both of them lived to tell the story. Well, they didn't tell the
Yeah.
story because the mice and birds can't talk. But if they could talk, they would be
Well, maybe they
very
talk to each
grateful.
other.
Well, probably not because the bird probably eats the mouse.
Yeah, true.
So
That you might be
I'm
right
sure
about
they're
that.
not talking to each other. But um, they were both lived happily ever after, so that's good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that was our little hero story for the week. That's it though.
Wow, we had an exciting week.
I know we actually had things to talk about this
I'm
week.
trying to think what I was ranting about this because I ranted to a few people about this,
Oh,
and I
for Christ's
can't
sake.
remember what it was. It annoyed the shit out of me. I can't remember what it was now.
No, what could it be?
I don't know, but it was definitely like a grumpy old man moment.
Oh, was it? You always
Oh
have
yeah,
those moments, though.
I know, but I'm trying to think what it was because it really annoyed me. I can't
Oh,
remember. It'll come to me once we stop the podcast.
of course. And then maybe now, well, I've got my journal all organized well because I'm starting this diet and I want to track my food and stuff. So I'll start tracking what we want to talk about.
How about you tell people what you bought for yourself while you were out?
Well, it's
This
my last
diet.
hurrah. What's my last hurrah? The diet starts tomorrow. So I bought myself a donut. And it's sitting in the
Just
fridge.
yourself. No, nobody else.
I never
Just
ever
her.
thought of you because I was focused on the
Like
diet.
most people go to the Tim Hortons and go, "Oh, I've got a dozen donuts. I've got half a dozen donuts." No,
What?
Nicole. I've got one donut for myself.
What? I was thinking about like the diet starting tomorrow. And it's like my last hurrah. So
But
I
what about
just
everybody else?
the what?
What about everybody else? Screw your
Well,
family.
it was kind of like that, yeah. And I
Yeah, it's
apologized. So
always like that.
I said I would go and get you donut after this podcast, and then we'll have a
Hmm.
last hurrah donut. Even though I'm full from supper now, but I need to eat that donut tonight because like the last hurrah, I'm gonna force it in me.
Get it to the kids
No, my last hurrah donut. Don't you listen to me?
until Tuesday, and then it'll be another hurrah. Oh, I failed. Monday you'll be miserable. You're like, I hate it. I need sugar. I need sugar. And Tuesday will be, I failed, so I might as well just wait till next Monday,
Well,
and then we'll go through all
here's
this again on
no,
Sunday.
no, no. Here's my plan. Here's my plan. I originally was going to start on July 1st, but then I thought no. Well, I probably okay. So I'm hard starting on July 1st because realistically we're going to the trailer for 5 days. So I hopefully I can get exercise while we're at the trailer, but realistically the food intake is not going to be the healthiest. So my goal is to start tomorrow and start like try to get into the habit of not eating
I'll,
junk
ma-
food, so that at
I'll
the
make you one of
trailer,
those summer salads at the trailer.
yeah, so
That'll
that
be
at the
healthy.
I'm hoping if I can soft start it tomorrow, then at the trailer,
Soft start it.
yeah, like get in the habits of not eating junk food. So I'm
Mm.
done the withdrawal by the time I get to the trailer, so I don't overindulge at the trailer. So then on July 1st, I'm past the withdrawals and ready to go.
How about you soft start with not having a donut? How about that?
Well, no, that's tomorrow. So I am going to go to the gym too tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that via Tim Hortons or?
Mm-hmm. Probably. Jerk. You're so unsupportive.
Well, you just play at things.
Whatever. All right. Well, on that note,
Well, we kind of go now. We're at 49 minutes. We got to wait till the hour.
well, that's pretty much the hour, is it not?
People like the hour. I like
Who's
the hour. My OCD likes a solid number.
oh, um I'm looking at Crocs for the boys for summer. Liam doesn't do well with Crocs because they give him blisters, but then he's been wearing Crocs. Oh, I see we're back, are we, Mr. Chewy? Daddy wasn't as much fun as Mommy, I guess.
No,
Oh,
Bennett gave me bombastic side eye, so I had to put him down.
Oh, Daddy wasn't very accommodating, was he? Don't
Benny
you
was
worry.
mad. On you, buddy.
Your mama gives you lots of love. Your mama will give you lots of love. Anyways, so the boys need sandals, but Liam's hard because Xander has only ever worn Crocs his whole life in the summer. But
I
Liam
got
started wearing Crocs, but
mercifully
doesn't wear them.
teased by Xander for buying cheap Crocs, like rip-off Crocs. 'Cause I bought this pair just for driving in the truck when I drive long distances.
Hmm.
And I didn't like it. They weren't comfortable, so I brought them home just to wear around the house. And he's like, "What are those, Dad? You can't even afford Crocs." I'm like, "Well, kid's bullying me."
Well, they have like style Crocs now, like with like platforms, and it's kind of ridiculous to be honest. But there's this pair here, but they don't come in Liam's size, so that's unfortunate. But those are actually quite nice. They're like sandals, croc bottoms with the sandal mesh top, but they only start in size 7, and our kids have little teeny weeny feet, and they're still in boy sizes, so that's not going to work.
They're not that teeny weeny. They're like the same size as my feet.
No, they're size 6 and 5.
No, I don't know. I
Yeah,
went toe to toe with them,
no, I've
and
measured.
they're
They're 6
getting
and
up
5.
there.
They're 6. They have the same size shorts too, so they like just interact, like interchange their shorts now because they have the same size shorts. Xander's got a bigger shirt, but they're all in
You've
kids.
got
We're
the
still
same
in
size
kids.
feet as me, right?
Yes, I have the same size feet as you.
Troll feet.
Oh, you've been doing so well, not really insulting me this entire
No, but
podcast.
it's cute. It's cute.
I
You got
just
like
bought
Bam
you
Bam
Brad
feet.
Paisley tickets, and now you're gonna call me a troll.
Just on the foot.
Just in the
You
foot.
got
Just
you
in the
got troll
foot.
trotters.
Just in the foot.
I
Um.
can't help it. You look like
Uh.
somebody took a lump hammer to them.
Wonderful. All right. Say bye, Alex, before you start getting mean. Say goodbye,
No, but
Alex.
I'm not mean. It's all in good jet. Oh, we should write that wrong for last week because you said people were upset with me.
Yeah, because you were
But
insulting and calling me a mental pause. But it was
I know.
you. You're
Well,
just a
it was
jerk.
all no. It was only jokes.
No, you're not joking. You're
That
literally
was.
like making fun of my menopause, and you called me
You make me
menopause.
feel like
And I told you,
people judge me or something.
there, because you're a jerk. You totally like insulted menopausal women.
No, I did not. It
Dude,
was just jokes.
it wasn't a joke. You totally, even though you're the jackass, you insulted me for having menopause.
No,
Yeah,
it was just a
yeah,
joke.
no,
Just jokes.
no,
There was no malice
we don't buy
intended.
it. Hmm.
Who's we? The Minestrone Club?
Well, I'm not telling you. The what? The what?
Nothing, dear.
Jesus. Um, yeah. Did you know that you can get like dog gibbets for your Crocs?
No, yeah, I had one. I had a boxer one and a thing, but they fell off. They always fall off.
Mm. Those are real Croc ones, probably. Um,
We should have
hey,
went to Wienerfest. We could have probably got all kinds of stuff.
well, we should have gone to Wiener Fest. I could have got a Wiener hoodie and everything else, but it was too hot for my little choo
I
choo.
know. I know. They would
He
have
would have
cooked.
died.
Poor
Don't worry,
guys.
choo choo. I've got your back. He's sitting here looking kind of sad. All right. Time to go, Alex. Say goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye, Alex.
Bye, everyone. We'll hopefully see you next week, but if not, for sure, we'll see you in 2 weeks, but we'll try.